do, as they say. Let's start the video. So, we have here in my hands a Samsung Galaxy S25. So I'm filming on this phone here that you see through the camera. This is an S22, which is 3 generations before this, and this is the latest model in the flagship Samsung range. However, this came out nearly a year ago, but I've only just got my hands on it due to just wanting a new phone contract. But the S26 is coming out very soon, I believe. But yeah, this is basically the latest at the moment, but I'm pretty sure that maybe something like February or something like that, I think we're going to see the S26 come out. It usually comes quite early in the year, and they usually make one every year, I think. So we have the nice kind of silhouette design on the front with the 3 cameras on the back of the phone. We have this interesting cardboard feel and well, not necessarily a feel, but I don't know, it feels a bit almost like a leatherette. It feels a bit like leather, even though it's cardboard. It has that kind of leather feel to it. And we have Galaxy S25 at the bottom. On the side we have Samsung. And we have Made in Korea, which is where Samsung is. It's a Korean company. This is the 12GB RAM and 256GB storage version, so it's a bigger version than the standard 128GB Galaxy S25 on the side. And nothing there. On the back we've just got some more information. Samsung PO Box 12987 Dublin, IE or Yateley, GU466GG UK. Available storage capacity is subject to preloaded software, blah blah blah. We have all these like wattages. I think you can charge up to 25 watts. I think the Ultra you can charge up to like 45, but it doesn't bother me. Like 25 is still quick if you have a 25 watt compatible charger. So I thought I'd treat myself to something new. I haven't had a new phone for certainly 3 or 4 years. And then the other tab. That was satisfying. Printed with soy ink, recycled packaging. Something doesn't want to open. I feel like if I try and let gravity pull it, there we go. S931B/DS. We'll have a look at that in a minute. Let's just see what we have in here. So, gone are the days of plastic in packaging. There used to be plastic everything, but if you order stuff from China, sometimes you still get stuff in plastic packaging. So we have the pin for the SIM card. Some paper, guides and stuff, quick start guide. Just tells you about stuff in different languages. Phones nowadays are very simple to use and set up, especially with Samsung Smart Switch, but you guys who have Apple phones might have something equivalent. I'm not sure about Apple too much. I've just always been an Android fan. I don't have anything against Apple products really per se. I don't like their advertising. They try and advertise stuff that's already been out for some time. They try and make it look in a different light. Certainly a marketing strategy, but that's my point of view. You may agree or disagree as you please. Energy B rating. But yeah, I mean, I used to own Apple products, including the iPod Nano, which was a light green colour, I think. Or was it grey or silver? I think it was silver. And I also had the Nano was green. I had a so the Nano was the tiny one, I think, probably about this big, and then there was one about this big, quite a thin one, about this big. I had that as well, and I had a classic iPod as well, which was like a big fat thing about this big. I think I've still got them somewhere. Maybe I'll get them out at some point and do some sort of retro Apple video, ASMR video, but as I said, I don't have anything against Apple. They're a really innovative company and they've made a lot of good products. However, I've just always liked Samsung in particular because I think they just make really good quality products, and I just love their design language. It's really cool, and Korean stuff is really nice, and that includes food. sufficient length, and this will be too small, but I will obviously keep it for spares. We just pull this tab and the phone is displayed, or comes out. Right. Okay. And there we have it in all its glory. The cameras do stick out quite a bit. I have got a case coming to protect everything. But the colours, I think it's icy blue, I think the actual colour. I think I said sky blue, but it's icy blue, which is I think the camera makes it a bit bluer, but by the eye, it's certainly a very, very light blue. But I think the camera makes it slightly bluer. So we have the 3 cameras on the back. They will be varying megapixels. We have the flashlight. It's usually like a 50, 50, 18 or something. Is to do with different types of cameras that kind of work together to produce good images. So you'd have like a micro and a macro camera. So one for like long range and one for short range, like really close up. Macro would be like the really close up pictures. For example, if I showed this to you here, you would probably see all the very finite details that you wouldn't be able to see here. So the camera just focuses on those small details. We have an on-off button here, and we have the volume up and volume down here. Not too sure what these lines are, to be honest. I believe that the S22 has them. I'm not really sure. I may have to Google that because I'm intrigued. There's a couple of microphones just there. It is really nice. I like the metallic finish, but this will certainly be protected from my case. We have a slot for the SIM card, and an additional sort of memory card if you need it. I assume it's another microphone slot so that the audio is picked up from the top and the bottom of the phone. USB-C input, and we have a speaker, I believe. I assume it's a speaker. And then we have the screen, which is protected in transit. If I pull this tab off, the screen turns from opaque to clear, and it reveals the screen. But yeah, it's actually a really nice finish. But I know that you have to peel it off, but I really like the finish. I don't know, if only the finish was like that permanently and you could still see the screen, it would be awesome. But yeah, it feels nice in your hand. That's why I like the standard S series Samsung phones. They're just really nice to hold in your hand. I think this is slightly bigger than the S22, which you're kind of looking through at the moment. But the S25 is just slightly bigger, I think. Something like maybe like a few millimeters or something. If you was to measure the diagonal kind of size of the phone, which is like the normal way to measure screens. I think TVs are the same, aren't they? So you just measure from one side to one side diagonally. But yeah, I think it's like 6 point something inches, 6.1 or something. Maybe I might be wrong though. But it's really nice, as I said, really nice to hold in your hand, and it's very smart. But I thought I'd treat myself to this on a contract, a new contract. I've been hunting for ages for a reasonably priced contract, something which I'm just happy with, and I did come across one that I was happy with the other day, so I thought I'd give it a go and purchase this. It comes with a phone and a SIM card, so it's kind of a package all in one. Thanks very much for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoyed this video. There'll be some new videos to come very soon. Took me a while to kind of get into the swing of making videos again, but you'll certainly see some more videos very soon. And I will get into the habit of starting to make the 1 minute videos as well every day for you, and the occasional longer form video, as promised in my message that I put, the comment thing that I put on the on my channel. But yeah, thanks again. Give us a like if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed for more content, and